Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's me, ChipZ, and welcome back to ChipZ Ahoy. New and improved, not actually. The show is the exact same that it was last year, but it's the first ChipZ Ahoy of the new year. So I do plan to make some changes, but not until I make affiliate. I'm only 4 subs away, so sub away, guys. Let's get me up there to 50 subs, and once we're there, we can do some fun shit. Add some custom emotes, get Robo Sabo in the chat, all that good stuff. The classic ChipZ Ahoy memes. We'll be rolling in. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, so apologies for the wait, people. I have been a little busy as of late. Had some interesting things to deal with since the year started. Some good. Definitely not all bad. A lot of good stuff coming down the pipe for me. But yeah, and especially, my work schedule's changed a bit. Basically I'm going to be streaming a little bit more than I used to, which is great. At least until it kind of stabilizes a bit. So, but honestly, I'm excited. This is kind of like an interesting year for me. Basically, for anyone who doesn't know, yo, what's up? Yo, my boy, 2 days in a row. Yeah, we're doing it, man. We're on that grind. You know it, bro. You know it, Ishmael. But yeah, as I was saying, basically, I recently left my old job for various reasons, and I'm kind of sort of doing kind of part-time things at the moment, which means I have more time for content creation, and that includes streaming. Also have some, other types of content coming down the line. Look out for my OnlyFans, gentlemen. And ladies, specifically. But no. I mean, I'm working on, video essays and all kinds of other stuff. So there'll definitely be more than just streams like there was last year. I kind of, last year I wanted to make sure I could stream consistently. That was kind of my content goals for last year. And I think we did a decent job. Obviously, towards the back half of the year, my schedule got a little bit more tumultuous, and I'm sorry that affected my kind of consistent output, but I'm trying to keep it consistent at least until my my work schedule changes. But for the foreseeable future, for at least the next few months, at least the next couple months, I think I should be able to kind of keep things pretty consistent, trying to do at least 2 streams a week, maybe 3. And it just depends. One Piece is going to be on Thursdays until further notice. Obviously, we're kind of at the mercy of the TCB gods, / the Scanlation Chads who are out there. And basically, my schedule for streaming One Piece always depends on what the fuck they're going to end up doing. So, but guys, without further ado, let's get into this. I didn't get to react to 1072 last week, so we're going to start with that. We're going to keep it, kind of short. I'm not going to... I'm not going to breeze through the chapter. I'm still going to chat my shit and whatnot, but it should be fun. It should be fun. I haven't heard anything about these. I haven't been spoiled to anything except for the cover pages because I had to open the chapter. But honestly, yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen. Presumably, Vegapunk and the other Vegapunks might join the Straw Hats. Or the only thing I've seen that is kind of almost a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler. It's just people are speculating whether Bonnie's going to join the crew. She's not going to fucking join the crew, you troglodytes. Get with it. Get with it, motherfuckers. But yeah, so, haven't you all learned your lesson after, the carrot cucks and the Yama bros? Oh boy. So hopefully, things work out for you Bonnie Chads out there. I do like Bonnie more than I like Carrot and Yamato though, so we'll see what happens. But obviously, I don't think that's going to happen. I think crew's full, Stonewall Jinbei, gotta hold the line. Sorry, I'm copping that Nate meme just this once. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this shit. Chapter 1072, starting with that one. We'll be doing 1073 right after that. So anyone who's here for 1073, hold the line, bros, hold the line. We'll get there shortly. And again, I'm going into this totally blind, as I normally do. If I remember correctly, at the end of 1071, we had Zoro fighting Kaku. We had the CP0 guys have control. They fucked up Sentomaru. They have all the Seraphim with them now. So things are not looking good. But at the same time, you know, the Straw Hats are pretty OP. So I doubt this is going to fuck them up too much. But we know Kizaru's on the way. So, you know, the dread approaches. And this arc is so far looking kind of almost like, feels like kind of like a mirror or a reprise of what's it called? Saboti Archipelago to some degree. It has like a lot of returning characters from that arc, like Sentomaru and Kuma, and Kuma's inbound. Oh shit, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, so Kuma is either on his way to Egghead or he's on his way somewhere. I presume Egghead, because that would make the most sense based on who's there. You know, the guy who created him essentially turned him into a fucking robot, and his own daughter. So some shit's about to go down. I think at the end of last chapter, Bonnie was trying to kill Vegapunk or get him to turn her father back into a person. You know, de-robify him. Robo-Sabo Chads, we're holding that line. No, we're not. No, that's it's been debunked. I've had to relinquish the Robo-Sabo agenda. But anyway, so without further ado, let's get into The Weight of Memory. The Weight of Memory, chapter 1072. So sounds like this is going to be some lore bullshit. Let's go. All right, so we got the fuckboy trio. We got Caesar Clown. We got young Queen, who just looks like a completely different person. You know, like if it weren't for the pants, I would not know that this is Queen. I mean, I guess the glasses kind of give it away, but the chapter, like we saw him like a chapter or two ago, dude look like completely different. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you put on a ton of weight in your old age, Queen. But honestly, looking base, holding some beakers, you know, about to fucking, guzzle these down to become a weird cyborg man himself. Okay, so you can kind of see, this is kind of cute, actually. I like this a lot. So they're obviously on Dufeld's kind of like science ship. This is Mads, is what these guys are. We got Caesar here. He's holding a devil fruit. He's like, look what I made. Look, this is like fucking science loser show and tell. This is literally a science fair that we're watching unfold right before our very eyes in these panels of One Piece. We got Caesar, who's pointing at the fucking devil fruit, the artificial devil fruit he created. He's like, look what I made, guys. Fucking nerd ass bitch. And then we got Queen, who's like, dude, I made some sick ass. Queen is the plague. So he's like, I made some sick ass plagues. You guys want some of my plague juice? He just cummed and then boiled his cum, so he's just gonna drink that. It's gonna be great. And then we got Judge, who I guess created a spear. He created his cool lance thing, which is cool. Like, it looks cool, but like compared to what these guys are making shit that's gonna like destroy the world and gonna be used by Kaido to fuck everything up, where he just created a fucking lance. So I don't know, maybe it's a giant syringe. But no, I think it's probably a lance. So, based on what we've seen of it. So, okay. Germa 66's Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 28, Mass-Producing Deadly Weapons. So, we got the smiles, we got the fucking plague juice, and we got just like general weaponry that Judge makes. But, interestingly enough, Vegapunk is nowhere to be seen. He's the odd man out in this group of misfits. Alright. So let's get into the chapter proper. We got Egghead, and we got a narrator's note. Not like the narrator as in the author, but like just like a general note, like that's coming from like the ambient narrator, whoever that might be. So even if the world does not accept how she came to be, oh god, this better not be some, oh no. Okay, so this is a Bonnie thing, looking at the second panel. Definitely a Bonnie thing. I was worried this was going to be like a Film Red thing for a second, and we were going to get a bunch of shit about Uta, because like I remember Uta's like weird chapter intros also had some similar narration, so I was a little bit worried that we were going to get some Film Red advertisement, even though it's been out for months. But it looks to be just like some actual classic One Piece narration, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Even if the world does not accept how she came to be, the girl is unmistakably human. It was a success. Huh. So is this implying a remarkable step? So wait, is that implying that Bonnie is like synthesized? She was created by Vegapunk himself, and Kuma like adopted her? I bear witness to this achievement, and I maintain that it is a huge step forward A huge step toward world peace. Wow! Okay, so if this is Bonnie backstory, that would be really interesting. Dr. Vegapunk, Chief of MADS, the Laboratory of Peace. Wow, wow. Okay, she's crying. Sob, it hurts. I think I broke something. Oh, Bonnie! Dear me, are you alright? Medics, look alive! Oh no, okay, this is not a flashback. Wait, what? So, okay, this is, for a second I thought this was a flashback. No, she can just make herself look young. I'm an idiot, so that's my bad. For a second I was like, wait a second. Okay, so she is using Vegapunk's weakness for cute, cute little girls. This is a bit damning on you, Vegapunk, for falling for that. No, I mean, honestly, Vegapunk seems like a good-natured dude. I don't think this implies anything in particular. He's not trying to take advantage of a underage lady here. I think what's happening is just, you know, she is trying to appeal to his, like, kind and generous side by becoming a small child, and therefore luring him into, you know, I mean, it looks weird with the tongue. You know, it's like how Prospero, regardless of what he said or did, always looked like a fucking pedophile, you know, because of that fucking long tongue. It's kind of the same for this guy, but we'll let it slide, Vegapunk. We'll let it slide. We forgive you for your... well, never mind. Dear me, are you alright? Medics, look alive. Hurry, Bonnie's been injured. Glint, so her eyes light up. She's about to... What the fuck? She made her whole body distorted. Oh, she can create, like... Whoa, distorted future. She made a future where she's, like, fucking fat. No, she's a beefcake. She beefed up. This is a future where she, like, hit the gym and got swole. Okay. So she gets all bulked up. Distorted future. I love that. I did not expect Bonnie to have, like, sweet powers like that. So that's actually dope. Okay, so I just realized his fucking eyebrows look so stupid. They look like wings, almost, you know? And they're so far from the top of his, the bridge of his nose. It looks really weird. But anyway, distorted future, whoa! So he dodges. She cracks one of the fucking things in the wall, essentially. Yeah! Bonnie, stop this! So she's still chasing him. Even if you kill me, timely. Oh, fuck, she might actually kill him. Timely thrust! Yeah! So he freaks out. She fucking destroys him. Jesus Christ. Pop, ugh! So she just pushed a bunch of shit. Oh, she used her time power to push all this weird stuff out of him. Who knows what this stuff is? A star, a banana, like a fucking Rugrats ball. I don't know if you guys remember in Rugrats, they had like the... I can't believe I remember this. Rugrats was like a weirdly formative show for me when I was like really little. It was like the first show that I like, besides like Arthur, it was like the first show that I like really fucked with, you know? It was just like, I watched it as like, you know, a fucking baby, you know? But I do remember there was like a ball with like a similar pattern to this, and that was like kind of like a mascot ball for the show almost. There's like a cloud, a fucking jewel, a fucking Homentashen back there. Vegapunk's Jewish, confirmed. Patrick Starr popping into the chat over here. Ugh! So now he's a little baby. Okay, cool. So, you know, Bonnie's gonna kidnap this boy and raise him as her own. You know, that was her goal all along. Huff, huff, oof, dagnabbit. And he could still speak, even though he is like a tiny, tiny child. Interesting. Dagnabbit. I suppose these shiny doodads are a manifestation of the years I just lost. Is that true? You've turned me into a helpless child. Give me back my golden years. No, man, you should want to be younger. Calm down. My power doesn't last forever on living things. Okay, so her power... Okay, so we're learning some more about Bonnie's actual... like, the way her ability works. That's kind of cool. I keep wondering... The like, apple thing on the top of his head, is that, like... That must be artificial, right? Like, that's not actually the top of his head, right? That's got to be artificial. I mean, I like it. It's a cool design, and it's like very One Piece. I like how stupid it looks, but yeah, that's interesting. You said you had a reason. Well, you better start talking. So she's threatening a child, just like, you know, just like she would. Very Bonnie-pilled. Why the hell did you kill my father? But Bonnie, if I tell you, so he can't tell him. He can't tell her. It is confidential? I don't know. They'll kill him if he does. Who knows why? All right, so red port. So he is climbing the red line, just like fucking what's his name? Fisher Tiger. Just like Fisher Tiger. That's pretty based. This is like, I think, what, the second recorded instance of someone actually doing that, at least that we're aware of as like readers. So that's pretty cool. Red port. So he's on the Paradise side, obviously, because he came from Kamabaka Kingdom. Look, Kuma's trying to climb the red line. There's no way he'll make it all the way to the top. If I divulge the reason, it would only serve to hurt you. Huh? Pant. That's why I can't. I promised Kuma. Wait. Oh, so this is Vegapunk speaking. Okay. So everyone's rooting against this guy. Kuma is the the Sigma male. He's going his own way right now. We got to respect it. If I divulge the reason, it would only serve to hurt you. Huh? That's why I can't. I promised Kuman. He's Kuman, all right. I promised Kuma that I would keep his secret from you no matter what. Interesting. Okay, so he's trying to swear, like he clearly made a promise to his friend, but Bonnie's not going to accept that. Absolutely not. You're saying you can't tell me why you had to kill my dad. Do I look like I was born yesterday? Stop screwing around. I mean, he looks like he was born yesterday, so there we go. I'm not trying to pull a fast one here. You've got to believe me. She's just beating up a little like a baby. I guess she's used to it. Like, this is literally what her power does. Nobody made the decision for him. Kuma chose that fate for himself. You liar! Dad would never choose to die and abandon me. I'll kill you! It's been hard on me too. I wish I could forget the whole ordeal. Okay, so we're actually going to learn what happened to Kuma. We've been waiting like 500 chapters for this? Oh my god. This is nutty. I can't believe we're actually getting this. Kuma's an incredible man. I've always been proud to call him my close friend. Okay. They really have to have Oda better have a goddamn good explanation for this. Because, I'm sure it's something he has thought about for a while. But yeah, it does seem interesting that Vegapunk, who is this genius, would, willingly do this. You know what I'm saying? Would be coerced into it. Why didn't he... If he's the only one who understands this technology, why didn't he come up with, a failsafe for something like this? Or, a way to, maybe, reactivate his consciousness. I don't know. It just seems weird that Vegapunk could be... even if he could be coerced into working for the world government, it just seems odd that, A, they would try to kill him for any reason, because he seems like too valuable of an asset. What if they kill him? Nobody else knows how this shit works, except for maybe Stussy, I guess, because she used to be part of Mads as well. But, beyond that, I don't know. Who else could even understand this technology? Would they have to, get, Caesar? We know he's a fuck-up, so... I don't know, man. I don't know. It's... Oda really needs to, have a believable explanation. Not just a good one, but, a believable one for this. For all of this stuff. With the Kuma stuff, as well as just, what the fuck's going on with Vegapunk. He kind of hand-waved it away last chapter with, really, with, I think Usopp or someone was like, why would they want to kill you? You're, the most important guy in their entire employ. Why would they be trying to fuck things up with you? And then, I think Vegapunk's well, hey, if I were to start working for, a Yonko or something, or working with allied with, an enemy of the government, that would be a pretty big deal. They wouldn't want me to fall into the government's hands. It's yeah, but they could just, you're on a government island. They could, they have a man who can travel at the speed of light. There is no... The government is an unparalleled force, Even Kaido was depressed because he couldn't, bring them down on his own. He had to fucking team up with Big Mom to make it happen, to, even have a chance of making it happen. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's just... I'm not buying it yet. I need some more explanation. We're probably going to get one. That'll be hopefully good. I wish I could forget the whole ordeal. Kuma's an incredible man. I've always been proud to call him my close friend. Bonnie, please understand. I can't say anything more on the matter. Okay. Interesting. So, Kuma is being fired upon, and we know he kind of has a weak back, because he could be stabbed by the Celestial Dragon, so we'll see what happens with that. Just spit it out. So she fucking smacks him down. I'm not gonna blindly swallow your half-assed excuses. God, this is child abuse. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Beep, beep, beep. Uh-oh. Is she gonna have to fight one of the CP9? Is she gonna have to fight Stussy? That would actually be sick, dude. I would love it if Bonnie had to fight Stussy. Bonnie, wait. Pay no attention to what's over there. It's got nothing to do with Kuma, you hear? Oh, maybe it does. It's the paw room. The fucking paw room. So it's a Law Kuma combination. That's obviously a lie. Also, why haven't we seen Law as a Seraphim yet? He was a Shichibukai. They should have him as the as one of the Seraphim. It would only make sense. So she fucking she can just like age objects. God, Bonnie is sexy as fuck. Jesus Christ. I mean, I wouldn't want her to do that to my dick, but like this is she's just cute, man. I just think she's awesome. Oil breakdown. So she just fucking erodes that shit. Bonnie. And this is the Kuma ball. Looking like it's about to explode at any time. Pant. So she's panting. Or someone's panting, I don't know. I guess it's her. Huff, huff. Memories. That's right. A scientist out in West Blue once postulated that a person loses 21 grams of mass upon death, and that could be considered the weight of their soul. Interesting. You know what's interesting is I've actually heard similar things like regarding real human beings. Like there is dead weight, which is like when you die, like you're kind of, you get heavier for a time, but you do get lighter at some point. And your body does excess waste naturally at some point in that process. I don't know the exact science behind it, but that's interesting. That's a real phenomenon that he's referring to, which is interesting. Fascinating, isn't it? If nothing else, such a link would prove that the soul does in fact exist. So Kuma's soul is still alive. This is Kuma's soul. Holy shit. This is Kuma's soul. She just found it. God damn. And it's P0. Pacifista number 0. Wow. So is Kuma heading back to reunite with his soul right now? Yo, that's crazy, dude. Oh my god. Okay. Damn, this is like, I gotta say, I'm loving Egghead as an arc so far because it's like, maybe it's a bit of like nostalgia bait for me, but like they are literally bringing me back. They are cashing their checks on the stuff that we've wanted to know for years. At least I have. I've been interested about what's going to happen to Kuma, or like what Kuma's deal is for so long. Kuma's been like a character I've always wanted to like. He's so interesting and so, layered, and I've always wanted to learn like what the fuck is up with that guy. We're finally getting it. This is so awesome. I can't like contain my excitement about this. This is so sick. And your power can take something intangible like pain and give it a physical form. Yo, so he had Kuma excise his own soul with the pawpaw fruit. Whoa, dude. Oh my god. That's insane. That's nuts. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Not only that, but you can even transfer it to others. A total wireless transmission of nerve signals. Wait. Huh? Excuse, I need to read that again. Yeah, okay, so no, we saw him do this. Okay, he's just implying that, like, a transmission of nerve signals. So he like, rejected Luffy's pain, put it in someone else. So far, this is an interesting explanation, because we've known since we've met Kuma, basically, since we, like, really were introduced to him in Thriller Bark, that he could remove somebody's, like, intangibles about people. Like, he could remove, like, he could reject pain, or, like, I don't know, like, theoretical concepts, like, I guess, and remove that and put it into somebody else, or make it available for somebody else to interact with. That's already, like, such an insane power. And now, like, Oda's cashing his checks. This is good shit. So I'm wondering if that same logic can be applied to other nervous signals. Can we determine whether things like imagination and memories have mass and volume as well? Oh, memories. So maybe it's not Kuma's soul, but Kuma's memories. And maybe that's why she's having this like emotional reaction to seeing this. Maybe she kind of understands what it is she's looking at. Interesting. So are we going to get Kuma's backstory by Bonnie jumping into a bubble? That would be interesting. Interesting, okay. So you want me to pull out my own memories and show you? That's far too personal. Please, it will help me advance science. Nobody else would see them, I promise. No, please, I'm begging you. So he really wants to, like, I mean, Kuma looks great here. I gotta say, he looks awesome. I like his little bear ears. I like that that's actually part of his head. And this is like the most expressive we've ever seen. Like the most expression we've ever seen on Kuma's face. This is the most expressive he's ever been, and I love to see it, you know? What I find really interesting, though, is that he wants to view Kuma's fucking memories. You know, he's a fucking cuck, this guy. Anyway. Don't touch that, Bonnie. I'm sure you're familiar with Kuma's powers. There's nothing there but pain. It's more than enough to kill someone. No. Oh, shit. Shoot him down. Don't let him get to Mary Jose. I know my father's ability all too well. So wait, does she know what this is? And does she know more than Vegapunk does about what this is? Direct hit, so they fucking blew him up. Seize him. Make sure you finish him off. He's still alive. All civilians, please evacuate. Okay, so Kuma's running wild right now in what, the G1 base in Paradise. His memories are here, aren't they? She knows. Wow. I feel like we're not going to get this flashback now. I feel like we're going to get it later, like at a more climactic moment. But who knows? Maybe we will. Egghead Labostratum. Okay. So we're cutting away. We're outside. Or no, we're in the Labostratum, which is where most of the crew is. What? Rob Lucci really made it all the way up here? My apologies, the system malfunctioned. It's a good thing Zoro and Brooks stayed on the ship. There's no way they'd lose. Even if it's 2 against 3, they'll figure something out. No, look again. The battle is far more lopsided than you think. What? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no, this is bad. This is really bad. Okay, so are we actually going to see the like, Lilith and Pythagoras fight? That would be interesting. Those Seraphim things are there, too. It's 2 against 7 now, and they're up against the best of the best. Damn. Damn it, they called in backup while the barrier was down. No, I doubt CP0 ordered them directly. The Seraphim are able to assess combat situations, and they're equipped with some limited decision-making capability of their own. So they chose to capitalize on the barrier going down. We didn't order them to come. It's not like we can make them go down now. Like, we can make them go back now. The dome is operational again. So the Seraphim are just back. The squad is rolled up. Goddamn. The enemies made a serious miscalculation. Now that they're up here, we can turn the Seraphim back to our side. Let's see. Where we at? Okay. Excuse me, guys. The enemies made a serious miscalculation. Now that they're up here, we can turn the Seraphim back to our side. Right, exactly. So the Vegapunks are in the hierarchy list. They're above fucking Sentomaru. So now that they're back, unless one of the CP0 members has like a silence fruit, like what's his name? Like a fucking oh, dude, you know what? Holy shit, I didn't even think about this. Crack theory time that we're literally gonna probably get confirmation on either in this chapter or the next one. What if Stussy has what's his name's old power? The guy who mentored Law, Rosinante. His power was to like silence things in a particular area, right? So what if she is able to do that? Because if she can, then she could shut down the Vegapunks and like the Seraphim would just run a fucking muck, you know? Yeah, that would be interesting. I could see that happening. Consider it my guess as to what's going to happen, but we'll see. Who knows? So they're up here. The enemies made a serious miscalculation. Now that they're up here, we can turn the Seraphim back to our side. Since we're higher in the command hierarchy. So they repeat the command hierarchy. why they wouldn't have, like, Vegapunk Prime be higher than the 5 Elders in this hierarchy, which I assume they did. I assume that's going to be revealed at some point. Like, I, had, like, a fucking cheat code put in, like, someone's going to say that. If not Vegapunk Prime, then, Daft Punk. Daft Punk will say it. I forget his name. That's assuming we get there in time to holler our orders at him. Okay, so this guy has a country accent. I forgot about that. Till then, they're still a huge threat. I'll be back like lickety-split. Hopefully those two can hang in there. Woo, I'll go too. Okay, so we got Lilith. I'll leave it to you two then. Edison, Lilith, get off your high horse. So he's, presumably ordering him around. To think Mosshead would croak right when the One Piece is in our sights. So Sanji. That's pretty funny. That's a pretty funny gag. That's not like a typical gag for Sanji, but I kind of love that. He's just like, oh, damn. I guess he's gonna die. Can't be helped. That's pretty funny. You go too. This threat affects the whole crew. Nami's orders are absolute for the Meraphim. Still, why do I have to save him? Angry. So we got bipolar Sanji. Don't screw around, swirl of them. Okay, I'm taking the wordplay here. I'm curious what the original Japanese. I'm curious what Viz will do with these lines, because these are pretty funny. The Meraphim. Still, why do I have to save him? The swirl of him. This is serious. What the devil is he supposed to be? Well, he's meant to be a giraffe. But he seems a little different from what I remember. Oh, shit. So he's got awakening or some shit? Yo, okay. Kaku's about to go in, dude. Jesus Christ. These guys powered up way more than I thought they would. And we've never seen Zoro fight against an awakened Zoan, right? Right, guys? Right, Oda? Well, he's meant to be a giraffe, but he seems a little different from what I remember. Not that it matters, he's going to wind up a diced-up corpse either way. That's if you can cut me, Roronoa. Look after the ship, Brook. Understood. So he's moving his neck, in a weird way. He's got, fire coming off of it, like Lucci does, and he's got fucking big hockey on his fucking nose. I kind of love that. I love, he seems like a dragon. He kind of looks like a dragon with, a square-ass hockeyed up nose. That's pretty funny. Nose gun! Damn, dude. Giraffe Man Gyro. Giraffe Man Dingo. What the fuck is going on here? So, he's turning into a gyro. It's going to be delicious. Or Zoro's going to turn him into a gyro. I had my fill fighting critters with zigzagging attacks back in Wano. Interesting. Okay. I'm tired of it. So he slaps him down. Seraphim, quickly, before Vegapunk gets here. Destroy the Labostratum. This is bad. They're going to annihilate the lab. So we got... these two literally could. These guys are fucking strong. So, Jesus Christ. Right off the bat. Okay, so we get, Lil Kuma doing his explosion thing. Sanji's cooking, Chopper's doctoring. We got, Baby Hawk, just like a samurai. And little baby fucking, god damn it, Snake Princess. She's not shy. Jinbei doing that marksman thing, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. It seems like two of them are firing lasers. This guy has a bomb, obviously, and Hawk Seraphim cut the top of the lab in half. So they're just fucking shit up big time. Uwa kya! They sure know how to razzle-dazzle. They're basically doing our job for us. Chomp. Wait, what the fuck? Is that... Well, hold on. Is that Stussy who chomped him, or is that Lilith? I can't tell. It looks like Stussy. Oh god, the 4 kids. The 4 kids of New Londo, yes. So we got Stussy, I think, chomping down on Kaku for some reason, huh? You? Kukaku. Kukaku? Oh, that's... Oh, Cuckoo! Oh, that's the Lucci's bird. Oh god, Lucci's beard. Dude, shave that shit, man. Cut the fucking little dangly thing off the end of your beard. It looks so bad. It looks so stupid. Kaku. So, Damn, Stussy just fucking fucked him up, dude. Took him out in 1 second. Is she like a bat? Is she a vampire? The fuck? Whoa, so Lucci's shook, dude. Lucci is fucking shook, man. Kaku's out for the count after 1 bite. What are you doing, Stussy? Who, me? I'm just putting him to sleep. Would you please join him, Lucci? I think it's time for your cat nap, too. Whoa, clone of Miss Buckingham. Stussy of the Rocks Pirates? Whoa, dude. Oh my god, hold up. Miss Buckingham. Wait a second. Hold up. Miss Buckingham. Mad's first successful clone. Yo, that makes so much sense, though. Okay, hold on. So, I knew we saw her with Mads, and I was wondering, she looked young as fuck, like, back when she was with... She looks young as fuck. She's hot as fuck. She's like one of the... In my opinion, she's one of the baddest One Piece girls. Easily, with the fucking flapper dress and the, the curly hair. And how fucking, like, devious she is. Damn, what the fuck? So, who, me? I'm just putting him to sleep. Yo, okay, so in last chapter, Vegapunk called someone up. He's like, we have an ally on this island. Let's call them up and see what they can do. He must have called up Stussy. Yo, dude, so Stussy was a triple agent, dude. Oh my god, that's nuts. That's crazy. That's insane, dude. So Stussy was pretending to be, or she was undercover as like a black market dealer. She was like a oh my god. Okay, hold on. We need to unravel this. We need to take a second to dwell on this for a moment. I do want to take a quick look at the color spreads here that TCB posted, but damn, that is a crazy revelation. So Stussy coming out of nowhere, being like okay, I am so glad to see this. I just gotta say, I am so happy to see this because, like, Lucci, you got fucked, man. You're obsolete. Same with Kaku. Like, I kind of like seeing them again. I like to see that they powered up. I like to see, like, I have my problems with the way they return because the way that them returning to the story the way they have feels like it contradicts their cover story pre-time skip. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that was something I always kind of didn't like about them just being in CP0 again. But, like, I also didn't like that Lucci could go toe-to-toe with Gear 5 Luffy when Gear 5 Luffy beat Kaido. Like, it's just like, is Lucci really that guy? I know he got dabbed on majorly hard, but he's just back now. He's just ready to go. He's just got that bestial vitality in him. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I needed someone to come in, and, like, the fact that these two, as, like, newish members of CP0 are so much stronger than the CP0 members that we met in Wano, made me be like, nah, someone's got to sun these boys. Someone's got to show them where they're at. I'm so glad that Stussy, by far the coolest member of CP0, introduced to date, came in and immediately sunned these fools. Fuck you, Lucci. Fuck you, Kaku. Get Kaku'd out of here. You know, get cucked, get fucked. These guys suck. And Stussy sucks, but in a different way. She got the suck off on cock. she sucked the cock out of Kaku. So this is interesting. She is like a succubus? Is that the idea? She's a vampire succubus type of thing? Really cool. Like, Stussy, okay. We gotta talk about Stussy for a second. Before we move on to chapter 1073, I just need to talk about how cool she is and how much of a bad bitch she is. Because she is the baddest bitch in all of One Piece. This is like the coolest character. I'm so obsessed. It sounds like I'm fucking simping over here. But no, she's just like actually has earned it. She's actually really cool. So like, okay. So, we first met Stussy in Whole Cake Island. She was invited as one of the black market kingpins to, to the wedding ceremony, the tea party, where they were also having the wedding of Sanji and Pudding. Now, she was an interesting character. She definitely stood out because she was like, she was undercover as the, like, leader of the red light district. She was essentially like a a sex trafficker, essentially. She's not a good person. Like, she's not a good person. She's a good character, though. She's a really interesting character. But she apparently had a past with Big Mom. Like, I remember there being some sort of line that implied that she was like, oh god, she's so hot, goddamn. But like, there was a line that implied that like even though she looked young, she used to like, her and Linlin used to be kind of like, you know, hot single bitches on the town, and they were like good friends back in the day or something. Or they go way back at least, you know. So like it was always implied that she was older than she was, but she fucking took out Dufeld. Dufeld, the man who funded Mads. Which is crazy, because she was the first successful clone, which is, you know, a pretty big takeaway from the Whole Cake Island arc. It was all about getting the Germas, like, technology, which included their cloning technology. This was the first successful clone. That's crazy. So that kind of ties her in really well with that arc, but it also ties her in even better with, like, the current arc and the cover story that we're currently in. So what I love about this... Oh, fuck, I just realized I forgot to change the panel here. Oh, that's a fuck up on my part. Sorry, guys. Let me change that right now. Da-doom, here we go. Okay, cool. Sorry, I just realized it still said 1071, or 1070 and 1071, so my apologies for anyone who's watching this and thought we were going to cover those chapters. We covered those chapters weeks ago, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So no, we're doing 1072 and 1073. Apologies for the confusion there. But now, okay, so now we know why Stussy still looks young today, because she's a clone. She can, like, you know, I mean, some women in One Piece just are like 60 years old and are still like incredibly young and hot. Some women in the real world are like 60 years old and still look incredibly young and hot. So, you know, some people just age more gracefully than others. You know, it happens. But yeah, she was always kind of like a bit of an anomaly, and her introduction in Whole Cake Island was super badass. Like, Dufeld going after that fucking treasure. Now we know that these two, like, Dufeld and Stussy, had like a long connection. She was, like, Dufeld financed the project that made Stussy. And if I remember correctly, Miss Buckingham was the person who, like, was Weevil's mom, right? Right? Hold on, I need to Google this. One Piece, Miss Buckingham? Do we know who that is? I'm afraid I'm gonna, like, spoil myself. Yeah, I think in a previous chapter I had heard it pronounced as Bakin, but no, it's Weevil's mom. So does that mean that this lady, oh, that's so interesting. Clone of Miss Buckingham Stussy. Miss Buckingham Stussy of the Rocks Pirates. Wow. This is tying so many things together in such an interesting way. So Miss Buckingham must have been like a real badass back during the Rocks Pirates days to have been like a subject of experimentation by Vegapunk. Dude, I just love how shook Lucci is right here. He is so fucking shook, dude. Damn, she's gonna fuck his shit up. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited for that. Wow. That's crazy, dude. And like, so the first thing she did was she was trying to get the Tamate Bako for the world government, because she secretly worked for the world government. She was a CP0 agent. And that's what made her so much cooler than all of the like blatant CP0 agents who like wore like, you know, CP0 fucking regalia and like masks and shit, like CP9 masks and shit. She was so much cooler because she was actually undercover. That's what made her so sick. And the fact that she was like, you know, this demure, like attractive, you know, like 1920s flapper lady, but also could like fuck you up with a finger pistol and like would threaten like the newspaper man and knew who he was, and they had like mutual respect with Big News Morgan's like the best character in the entire series. This is so sick. Like, she is a true badass. Like, this is so awesome. And like, now that we know that this is like a clone of the younger version of Miss Bakin, is what I think I knew her as, but it's Miss Buckingham of the Miss Buckingham Stussy of the Rocks Pirates. That must mean that that makes, like, it feels like we're finally, like, kind of starting to bring the Weevil of it all back into it. Like, it almost felt like Weevil, kind of like the, you know, for those of you who don't remember, Whitebeard's supposed biological son, because obviously Whitebeard was also a member of the Rocks Pirates, apparently got freaky with Stussy back in the day. I can see why, my dude. I can see why. Whitebeard, maybe not just into twinks after all. But yeah, no, like, it, you know, and just the fact that, like, we're getting more information about that character means that, like, it shows that Oda hasn't forgotten about Miss Buckingham and, like, the Weevil of it all. And, like, that's great. That's awesome. I can't wait to see that brought back in as well. So anyway, I just needed to gush about that for a second. That's fucking sick. How long have we been going here? We've been going for a little over, no, not even an hour. Okay, so we're actually making decent time. So yeah, without further ado, chapter 1073, Miss Buckingham Stussy. Fuck yeah, man. Okay, let's do it, man. Okay, so new cover page. I've only briefly glanced at this, so this is interesting. So we got, big head, big boy, little, you know, Vegapunk over here with his, you know, weird, giant, gross manta ray head. We got these two guys driving tanks, shooting flower gusts at each other and just sprinkling flowers everywhere. And we got Vegapunk's like, oh, this is sick. And he's like filming it or taking a picture of it with his Den Moosh camera over here. And these guys are like, what the fuck, man? You're making like toys and like making like fucking fun shit. Like, we're trying to fucking kill people over here. What are you doing? What are you doing, guy? And they are not vibing with this Vegapunk man, who's clearly a lot more chillaxed than these goofballs over here. Although I do love Queen. I love me some Queen. Kermit66's Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 29, awarded the Ebel Peace Prize for developing the GP flower, a flower that blooms in gunpowder. Wow, so he was awarded an Ebel Peace Prize. I don't know what Ebel is, but no, I assume this is like their equivalent of a Nobel Peace Prize, because he literally developed something that would turn guns into flower petals, which reminds me a lot of, what's his name? Dr. Hurluk, Chopper's fun mentor with the top hat. What a cool dude. He wanted to fire flower petals into the sky as well, so very cool, very cool. So these guys are pissed, they're jealous, they're like, you fucker, we've been making weapons and you're doing this shit and getting awards for it? Come on, man. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. So Lucci's reaction to the betrayal. Kaku. So Kaku's out cold. This is a bitter pill to swallow. And she's just chuckling, man. She's looking... God, I love Stussy, man. She is so cool. She's about to fuck these dudes up. Yo! She fucking juked his ass. He juked his ass so hard. He comes in with a finger pistol. She's just like... a fucking mirage? Damn. Yo, that's so good. That's, oh man, Luffy, why can't you do this to fucking Rob Lucci, of all people? This guy sucks. Okay, he doesn't suck, but like, he is outmoded. He is no longer, he should no longer be relevant to the story. Like, to the main story at least, let's be honest. Not in this capacity. He needs to be sunned, and she is sunning the fuck out of him, and I love it. Paper Arts, Heartbreak After Image. Yo, Heartbreak After Image, dude. Damn. She was never really there in the first place. So when you don't understand, your first instinct is to go for the kill. Yes! Stussy, sun this man. Sun him. Sun his ass. God damn. My. You're so wild. She sticks him with some fucking lipstick. Oh, that's so awesome. Seastone lipstick? What? Seastone just taps him and then bites the fuck out of him, and his fucking pigeon is freaking the fuck. Dude, look at What that mouth do though? What that tongue do, girl? Nah, okay. I'm being a little gross. But yeah, like, god damn. Bro, Lucci. You're a you're a lucky man. Chomp. Damn. So Lucci immediately son. Not even close, man. Not even fucking close. Coo. You bitch. I know how strong you boys are. Fighting you fair and square would have been stupid. Yeah! Okay, that also is what makes her so cool. She's actually a fucking assassin. She's like, why would I go head up with you? I know you can, like, go toe-to-toe with a fucking Yonko, apparently. So, no, instead of that, I'm just going to fucking, assassinate you like an assassin does. Fuck yeah, Stussy. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Come on. That's how we do it. She is the baddest bitch in all of... I mean, Big Mom is still, like, the kind of... Like, not the baddest. Well, maybe. You can make an argument. But, like, Big Mom is, like, one of the coolest female characters in, like, anything I've ever seen. In my opinion. Personally. But Stussy, man, she is a close second. Coming in a close second right now. She is a bad bitch. God, she fucked this guy up with lipstick. With lipstick, dude. Hot red lipstick. God damn. Wow. Cuckoo, forgive me. Is she gonna kill the pigeon too? What? Just a moment. What is this? Why are the CP0 agents at each other's throats? Friendly fire, huh? So Zoro's like, huh. Because that's all Zoro does these days. Like, huh. God damn it. Sorry. This is Stussy. I put them both to sleep. I knew it. She was, like I said, I didn't know it until last chapter when we saw Stussy turn on them, but apparently she was the one in cahoots with Dr. Vegapunk. She was the last ally they had on the island that could help. That's awesome. That's fantastic news. Stussy came through. York, pull it together. Yawn. So someone's yawning, I guess. Huh? What's going on? Rob Lucci was beaten? No doubt he was taken by surprise. Her loyalty to me was kept secret even after she spent 20 years as one of their agents. Hell to the yes. That was based as fuck. Vegapunk had people on the inside, dude. Okay. This is the smartest thing Vegapunk's done so far. I don't give a fuck about all the science shit. I was like, how is CP0, specifically like the villains that we beat, like what, like 700 chapters ago, being competitive with like our guys, not just our guys, but also Vegapunk. Like, how are they a threat right now? The truth is, they weren't. Vegapunk was playing 4D chess while these bitches were playing checkers. You know what I'm saying? So that's some good shit. That's some good shit right there. You had the mole? You had a mole in the intelligence branch? Fuck yes, dude. That's so based. That's so awesome. It wasn't our intention, but that's how it turned out. Doctor, unfortunately, my authority level is the same as Lucci's, so I can't override his orders and stop the Seraphim. Wait, what? I mean, if they're passed out, you should be able to, though. You've done plenty, Stussy. We're on our way. So that's what Pythagoras is saying. We need to stop those runts before they flatten the others. Right. And is it just me, or do those kids look familiar? I know, especially that one. So he sees Kuma and Jinbei, and I'm not sure which that one he's talking about, but obviously, he has a relationship with both of these characters, especially Kuma at this point. So, they go way back. Damn, Oda's going ham with the ass shots recently, and I gotta say, I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. Fooey, they won't stop blowing holes in the lab. Though I suppose we can use those extra exits to get out faster. And I'm out. Oh, fuck. This guy's about to cut her in half, though. Hey, Seraphim, listen. Huh? Oh, fuck. So maybe that one, when he said that one, he was talking about, his mentor. His mentor, the swordman. Interesting. Seraphim, listen. Young Vegapunk looks pretty sick. I can't lie. I like his design a whole lot. I like the design of all the young Seraphim, all the young Shichibukai quite a bit. Not so much Boas, but like the other ones especially. Like I think they look cool with like the dark skin and like the white hair. I think, and like the wings and stuff. It's just interesting seeing their young designs. It's cool. You know, it makes them almost a little bit more endearing, just right off the bat. Huh? Beep beep. So Zoro stops the strongest slash in the world. Finally gets to fight Vegapunk. On closer inspection, you're not the same. You actually have a spark of humanity still. So interesting. Okay. So he's actually talking down to baby Vegapunk over here. He's like, you think you can go toe-to-toe? Like, I trained with the guy. You think you can go toe-to-toe with me, kid? That's Zoro to a T right there. What the hell are you? So interesting that he thinks this Vegapunk has more humanity than the real one. That was a shock. Leave it to me. Seraphim. Quit it. Stop fighting immediately, Edison. Stop fighting immediately. So Edison just got blown the fuck up. No, he can't be. Oh, Sanji saved him. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so Sanji actually did show up and helped out. You looking for this? That was close. Edison. The Seraphim finally listened. Can someone tell me what these things are? And so he's like standing next to them. Damn, young Mihawk is actually like, I mean, I know they're bigger than they otherwise would be because they're Seraphim, but like, he's actually like almost as tall as Zoro is. That's pretty crazy. I know Zoro is kind of a manlet, but that's still interesting. I mean, Boa's the only one who kind of still looks like a kid. I mean, they all look like kids, but just like, I don't know, big kids, I guess. Can someone tell me what these things are? So he's like completely in the dark. Classic Zoro. Shaka, I bound Lucci and Kaku with Sea Stone. Much obliged, Stussy. We're leaving the island. You should come with us. Understood. Hey, you can't keep adding people. Hey, Bonnie, where'd you go? So Luffy is out here looking for Bonnie, of course. Are we going to get the... I don't think we're going to get the memories of Kuma this chapter. I completely forgot about that plot thread because I've been so absorbed with this Stussy development. But yeah, that's that. I mean, I don't think we're going to get the Kuma backstory this chapter, but we might get like a tease for it. Luffy will probably find them. Find Vegapunk and Prime Vegapunk and what's his name? What's her name? Bonnie. We can't leave without you. A truly unexpected development. Old man! Dr. Vegapunk's main, Stella body has vanished. Sphinx? Oh shit. Oh shit, dude! Is Bakian finally about to return to the story? Sphinx, New World. Whitebeard's hometown. I really like the way Sphinx Island looks. It feels very much like kind of like a, not like a, I don't want to say like an Eastern European city, but kind of like it feels like somewhat like Norway or like Sweden or something. You know what I'm saying? Like an old country type of vibe with like look at the water wheel and stuff, and like the rolling hills and like the way like there aren't too many trees, but the trees that are there are a specific type, and there's like mountainous regions and such. It looks cool. It's a nice place. It's like it seems kind of generic on a first glance, but I think it has like a neat vibe to it. Like a unique vibe for what we've seen in One Piece, to be honest. Sphinx, New World, Whitebeard's hometown. Marco! It was so scary! Not for me, it wasn't. Not for me, I wasn't scared. There were Marines all over the place. I'm real sorry, kids. Yoi. I didn't mean to leave you in such a bad spot. It's not your fault, Marco. Those Marine meanies were the worst. They said they were here for Whitebeard's treasure. They were just like pirates. Oh, fuck. So he's kind of freaking out. Is he still injured from Wano? I mean, he didn't do like that much fight. He held back Queen and King until Sanji and Zoro could take them out, I guess. But if you play nice, you won't get hurt, okay? Oh, who the fuck is this guy? Do we know? Is this the guy who worked with Arlong? Like Captain Nezu or whatever his name is? I feel like that might be what they're implying here, but I don't know. Remember, this place isn't government affiliated. You have no legal rights here. I mean, technically you don't either, bud. If it's not government affiliated, you can't just roll up on it and expect not to be treated like an invading force. Kya! Whitebeard must have kept all his treasure here. If you don't tell us, we'll consider it an act of defiance. I could shoot you all one by one if you think that'll make you more talkative. Wah! There's no treasure here. Stop pointing that gun at my little brother. You really won't treat us as fellow humans just because we can't pay the government? You monsters. Are you sure it's wise to act tough when Marco's not around? So interesting. They only didn't pull up before this because Marco was there. That's interesting. He was acting as like a deterrent against this place, kind of keeping it safe from outside forces. That's actually really cool and noble of him. Hold her still. Yeah, stop. Please stop this. So he's just gonna kill a fucking old lady. Oh man, I hope this guy's gonna get fucked up, obviously. Granny, steady. Please stop this. She's just an old lady. Granny! Okay, so, plod, plod, plod. Oh, fuck! Okay. We get the big boy. Wah! Hands off! So, okay. So this guy's already here is what they're implying. Like, he showed up and fucked this place up in Marco's stead, which is awesome. Wah! Hands off! Because I always knew that this guy was a good guy. Him and Bakian's relationship seemed very similar to Babidi and Boo from Dragon Ball Z. So he seemed like a good-hearted dude, just like being kind of kited around by someone who is like more malicious, which is Bakian. Wah! Hands off! Bleh! So smacks them up. Stay away from Pappy's home! Captain Rattel. Yeah! It's Edward Weevil! So they're running the fuck away, because he fucked them all up with like one smack of his fucking scythe, etc. I think that's a scythe. No, it's a not a scythe. It's like a halberd or some shit. I don't know. Something like that. Captain Rattel. Yeah! So Rattel is the rat. Oh, he's a rat. I get it. That makes more sense. I guess maybe we haven't seen... He does look like a rat now that I look closer. He's got the ears and everything. That's fun. Yeah, I guess we haven't seen that guy before. So he smacks up like 5 dudes with one, or 6 dudes with one fucking slap from his... Oh, maybe 7 dudes, actually. With one fucking slap from his, from like the blunt end of his weapon or whatever. It's Edward Weevil, so they all start fucking running. Warships were meant to hunt down the warlords. Now they are disbanded. Now that they're disbanded. We've lost all contact with the other squad. He got them all. What strength? He's a bona fide monster. This is cool. Okay, I wasn't expecting to get... I knew Weevil stuff was coming once they mentioned Bakian, or once they mentioned, like, Stussy was a clone of Bakian. I didn't expect it to happen, like, next chapter. With all the other stuff going on in this arc. This arc is nuts. This is basically, like, the most in-between arc stuff we've seen since Reverie, really. Between Whole Cake and Wano. And this might even be like, this is like a lot of stuff, the stuff here is like the payoff to stuff that was like set up in Reverie, to be honest. So, get back to the ship. We need to wait for backup. This is Sphinx. An ex-warlord just showed up. It's Weevil, requesting immediate assistance. If that big guy hadn't shown up, the village would be toast. What a hero. I'm glad you're all safe, Yoi. So Marco looks kind of serious here. But, I mean, he's glad that, I don't know. I think he knows what's going to happen. That wasn't the end of it, Marco. Who do you think they sent in after the call for backup? None other than Admiral Ryokyugyu, and he wasn't pulling any punches. They'd taken my sweet Weevil away. Get me my beloved son back. Aw, she's actually crying too. Damn. I like that she wears the Weevil crest on her chest. I really like the design for this old lady. She's just like a minimum hag, but I love that. And while you're at it, fork over Newgate's inheritance too. Former member, so interesting. So is Miss Bakian gonna team up with Marco to do a rescue arc for Weevil? And so Weevil was captured by Ryokyugyu. Interesting. Okay, that's neat. I mean, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen a Weevil Seraphim yet either, but I'm sure we will. If they could clone Bakian, I'm sure they'll do something similar for Weevil. It also makes me wonder, is the clone of Bakian, or Miss Buckingham Stussy, is the clone of her... God, she's so old and tiny. Like, it's funny when you first met her, we were like, her and Whitebeard didn't fuck, but now it's like, no, they probably did fuck, and Weevil probably is Whitebeard's actual son, which is crazy. But it's interesting to see her show genuine emotion. And, like, I wonder if she has the same powers that Stussy has, but she's just, like, old and decrepit, you know? So who knows if she'd be useful in a fight, but maybe she would be. I don't know. Former member of the Rocks Pirates, self-proclaimed scientist. Mad's resident freeloader. Mad's resident freeloader. Oh, so maybe that means she was part of the group. Like, remember in chapter, what was it? Was it 1071? I'm going to hop back into 1072 real quick, just to check this. Hold up. I need to check this. Let's go to the previous chapter. Okay, it's not this one. It would have been 1070. Right? So this, if it's Mad's resident freeloader, self-proclaimed scientist, it sounds like after... Okay, so if what I'm understanding is correct... Here, let me go back one more just to check the cover page with Dufeld. A philanthropic endeavor of Lone Shark King Dufeld... Mad's a laboratory of peace. Interesting. Okay, hold on. So, Buckingham Stussy, being a member of this crew, means that... So I guess she was sort of just a freeloader, but maybe she was just the muscle, right? So, like, what we know is that she was part of the crew, but she didn't, like... It sounds like she didn't really contribute very much to their endeavors. But... It's interesting that they decided to clone her. So she was at very least like their model in the sense that they used her as a cloning, do cloning experiments and stuff, and created a cooler, more capable version of her, at least presumably, right? We don't know how capable she was as a young person, but it sounds like this was real Stussy. And that's why she looks so young next to all these guys who are much older in the present. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Very interesting. Former member of the Rocks Pirates, self-proclaimed scientist, Mad's resident freeloader, Miss Buckingham Stussy. Wow. Damn, that's crazy. Weevil! Mama! Sent to prison for protecting his father's village. Isn't this tragic? Don't you think our boy has a noble soul? Well, I appreciate you guys protecting this place at least, Yoy. Marco, I can hear it in your tone. You still doubt he's Whitebeard's. Well, I know someone who can prove it. Dr. Vegapunk. So wait, they're gonna go meet up with Dr. Vegapunk and get a fucking, paternity test? Are you serious? This arc is so nuts. A paternity test is literally happening in One Piece. Are you fucking kidding me right now? That's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Okay, hold on. What's happening? Kizaru-san, we prepared snacks and tea for our guests. I'm sure you remember... Okay, so it's not over yet. We got break next week. Ah, damn. Okay, but we're not done yet. Shit. Kizaru-san, we prepared snacks and tea for our guests. I'm sure you remember to test for poison, right? Of course, sir. I'll take it to him back to your post. Yes, sir. Oh, fuck. So, have you ever met Dr. Vegapunk before? Once, a long time ago. I think that's what's happening now. I think that's what's happening now is truly such a shame. One of the bigwigs finally makes a move. Dude, we got Big Jew. No, I'm just joking. No, I mean, this guy is interesting. Saint J. Garcia Saturn. The highest authority in the world. One of the 5 elders. Saint J. Garcia Saturn. Oh, interesting. Oh, we got some notes. Okay, hold on. In addition to referencing the planet god, Saturn's name might refer to 2 unrelated musicians. Jerry Garcia? Are you serious? His name is very similar, and he bears a visual resemblance. It's loose. I don't know. That seems like a bit of a stretch. There's also Russell Garcia, who wrote a song called The Lost Souls of Saturn. I really like this art of Saturn, though. Ratel is named after a honey badger. Interesting. So he's not only... So, okay. We prepared snacks and tea for our guest. So this is the guest, obviously. I'm sure you remembered to test for poison, right? Of course, sir. I'll take it to him. Back to your post. Yes, sir. So, interesting. So Kizaru is escorting one of the 5 elders to Egghead to meet and probably try to, convince Dr. Vegapunk to like stick around, you know, renegotiate his contract. That is incredibly interesting. That is really something. Like, this is the first time we've seen one of these guys actually do anything in, like, the main story. Like, do something besides standing in, like, a cool pose with, like, his five homies from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know what I'm saying? So, like, this is pretty neat. This is pretty neat. A lot of interesting developments these last 2 chapters. I haven't seen any details, which is why I was so surprised, obviously, but, like, wow. Like, a lot of interesting things. So I guess Marco is coming back into the fold, at least in some way. And he might, at very least, I don't know if he's going to rescue Weevil, but he's at very least going to, at very least, he's going to do a paternity test with Miss Bucket to see if Weevil's his actual son. That's so funny. That's really hilarious. That's like one of the funniest things I've seen in One Piece in a minute. Once, a long time ago. I think that's what's happening now is truly such a shame. So interesting to me, because I remember this guy, I'm pretty sure it was this character, he was one of the guys who felt visibly was distraught with what they had to do to Ohara. Like, he was like, I think, if I remember correctly, he was the one who, like, showed, like, kind of disdain and, like, regret at, like, what they were, like, what they, like, apparently, not were forced to do, but essentially, like, they felt like they had to do it for whatever reason. So, like, I'm really interested to hear what this guy's side of the story is, and, like, if he has a compelling narrative, or if he is considering switching sides as well. Is he going to join the Straw Hats? St. J. Garcia Saturn? I mean, the fact that he's going down there himself is really interesting, and I'm very excited to see what happens next. Whew. Man, these 2 chapters were crazy, dude. Jesus Christ. I can't wait to, like, hop into the fucking Discords and chat about this with y'all, because this has been crazy, dude. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely insane couple of chapters here. Damn. But we're on break next week, so I guess, obviously, no stream next week. That actually works out well for me, to be honest. I'm going to be in class next week, pretty much all week long. But I do still plan to do, I'm going to be streaming on Monday. I'm going to be streaming Stray, which is the cat game, the cyberpunk cat game. And then I'll probably be streaming, like, Wednesday or Thursday as well. Most likely Steel Rising, which I streamed yesterday. Check out the VOD if you haven't. But yeah, there's a lot of, I definitely want to, like, be more consistent with streaming this year than I was last year. So thank you for hanging out and being part of the show. And yeah, look forward to seeing you, either if it's in my streams next week, my gaming streams, or in the next ChipZ Ahoy in 2 weeks' time. So again, thank you all, and have a good night.